major crack in the BC Conservative caucus that is now beyond repair. Leader John Rustad has kicked out controversial MLA Dallas Brodie from caucus after her comments about residential schools. Yasmin Gandam is following this in the Breaking News Center. Yasmin?
That's right, Mijung. Rustad said it was a result of Brodie's appearance on a podcast where he said she uses a, quote, mocking childlike voice to belittle testimony from former residential school students. But this is not the only time Brodie has been in hot water. Last month, she made a post on social media saying that 0 child burials had been confirmed at the Kamloops Indian Residential School. In a statement, Brodie says she spoke the truth and isn't backing down on her past comments. She later said colleagues who criticized her belonged to the NDP and appeared to single out Conservative House Leader A'aliya Warbis, who is Indigenous. Warbis says those comments have serious and long-term implications.
Where I think this has all gone sideways is that it opens up the door for people to now question residential school narratives of people who actually lived those atrocities and came out the other side.
And I feel it is not appropriate for somebody to stand up and to belittle people that have went through such tragedy as residential schools and their families and survivors.
Now, Rustad did say the decision to remove Brodie was not based on her earlier statements, but instead using her position of authority to mock the testimony of residential school survivors on the podcast. But it is fair to say her statements have been a source of tension in the party for several weeks. Mijung?
So, Yasmin, now another MLA has come out swinging. What can you tell us about that?
Exactly. Reaction continues to come in from this decision. And now Jordan Keeley, MLA for Peace River North, is speaking out. Keeley posted on Facebook calling members of the Conservative Party bullies and refers to the party as toxic. He also alludes to what he is calling a new path and a new party. And it appears he's quitting the caucus, with his statement saying he can do a, quote, whole lot better without the BC Conservatives. This statement is definitely expressing a lot of anger toward the party and the members in it. In terms of what comes next, well, that's a big question mark. Mijung?
I'm sure we have not heard the last of this. Thank you, Yasmin.